Okay, I'm wicked excited. We're watching Daredevil Born Again! Season 1, Episode 3. Previously on...
They, bring you some food?
No.
Not surprised.
Luquillo is a beach near where I'm from in Puerto Rico. To me, it's the most beautiful place on earth. White sand and the coqui. This little tree frog. It sings its name. The tourists, man, they think it's noisy and annoying, but to us Boricuas, man, it's a magical sound. Every sunset, thousands of these frogs start calling out to the one and only love.
That's cute.
It's the music of the island.
You're gonna see that beach again, Hector.
I just want to go into everything assuming that it's all going to come up, like, eventually good for Daredevil because he is the good guy. But I have heard how, like, dark the show is. And, I mean, they started off with killing one of our main characters from the past show. So I know everything doesn't always come up great for Daredevil. White Tiger might not get off. White Tiger might get killed in the show. I don't know. And then there is, like, the real life situation around White Tiger that he isn't with us anymore, the actor. No matter what, White Tiger's storyline in this show will have an end date. And I have been filled in that writers from the original did not come over to this. Kinda sad.
Yo, what's up? Be cool. It's a gimme. No one plays cowboy.
Couldn't trouble you for the keys to this fine vehicle, could I? Thank you very much.
Oh, we're just at an expected robbery? He was saying, like, it's a gimme or whatever, and I didn't really understand what he meant by that.
Do you know whose truck this is?
Oh,
Are you a hard man, are you?
Oh boy.
Silly wee bastard.
Oh, what an asshole. Assholes all around. I'd be pissed at my passenger seat person because I'm like, I fucking told you, and then you didn't do it and you got us both killed, but also the guy that killed him is an asshole too. Slaying that chicken and broccoli, or asparagus. Oh no, just an egg white. Gosh, their meal times are so sad.
I hear Bacon's Freud triptych is coming up for auction.
I remember.
We could wash 200 million through that sale.
A lot of money.
But I'm reaching for higher goals.
Sorry to bother you, sir. Last night there was a double homicide not half a mile from the port.
They're misbehaving because there's no one at the head of the table without you or me there. They'll turn on each other.
So he needs to run the public base and she needs to run the seedy underworld.
Let them kill each other.
And when they're done with each other, we'll come after you.
None of it is our concern.
Okay, so he is trying to turn over a new leaf. Trying to turn over a new leaf.
You know you don't need those glasses indoors, right?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
You're a blind lawyer who can fight.
Are you looking to get your ass kicked again?
Officer Powell.
Judge Cooper would be interested to hear that you're interfering with a police investigation.
Oh, I think you mean a shakedown. Well, at least I won't go to jail. Witness tampering is a serious offense.
I'm gonna slap you down in court too, you dumb little shit. Oh, the Punisher sign. Okay, so I've been filled in that people in this, like the cop, has the Punisher sign tattooed on them, but they're using it in a way that the Punisher would not approve.
Hey, Cherry Cola. Get back, man.
And this is just for me to get you on the stand without sweating and puking.
Relax. I got you.
Okay. He's probably an informant for those cops. Maybe he couldn't give them the information they wanted, and that's why they're getting rough with him.
How many commendations of excellence have you received?
Got one for integrity, and I volunteered.
No, he volunteered because he was meeting his informant. I'm seeing the worst in this person.
Well, we were just finishing up a routine sweep. The defendant, he just came out of nowhere. He had this wild look in his eye. You know what that look means, and he starts running towards us.
Don't react, Hector.
Flashed our badges.
So helpful. And I don't mean that sarcastically.
Next thing I know, the guy just takes Cal and he just pushes him in front of the train.
You liar!
Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I know how hard this is for you.
Me and Kel Shanahan, we were partners for 8 years.
I won't take away from him that it is crazy traumatic to see your partner die, especially that way. And he's saying it's his best friend, so it is hard, but it was an accident. Pretty sure he tripped over him. I kind of want to go back and look over that scene again, but I'm pretty sure he tripped over the other officer's feet.
I hope everything is okay. There's this thing they say in boxing, the best cure for a black eye is fast hands.
Objection.
Come on, Mr. Murdock.
Your pal, just want to make sure I'm clear on something.
We love the petty.
Before my client arrived at the station, the place was a ghost town.
Yeah.
You and your partner were alone on the platform.
Yes.
Bring in the witness!
By alone, you mean...
Hello.
Just the two of you, no one else.
That's right.
There's no passenger waiting for a train.
Just making it clear there was nobody there.
Which means there certainly wasn't a confidential informant you were roughing up.
Objection.
You better have a good faith basis for this.
We so do. I hope he's not like super high on drugs or detoxing and throwing up.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, sure.
Nicky Torres is a confidential informant. Used to work with the NYPD. In fact, used to work with you and Officer Shanahan directly.
You don't say!
Officer Powell, did you and Officer Shanahan have an arranged meeting with Nicky Torres on the platform that night?
I told you I don't know him.
You know, I actually was kind of hoping for the best, and I was hoping he wouldn't lie. Trying to see like some good in him. So we're going to trial with this, right?
Torres cannot testify.
We need to keep Torres safe. But yeah, we're going to trial so then we can bring in our witness.
Looking at the doors isn't going to get them here any faster.
Oh, our witness is on the way right now. Okay.
I'll be here. You good?
Yeah.
As good as he can be. You know, it showed his wife when the cop was testifying and said that there was a wild look in White Tiger's eyes. It showed his wife because his wife did say like she noticed changes in him. But they're not changes for evil. It's because she probably doesn't know he's White Tiger. I assume he's keeping that from her too, to keep her safe.
Just another second, Your Honor.
Morning, officer.
Get out of the van, asshole.
Oh, this is BS. A second, I'll shut my door. We duped them! Did they get out and run off? Or did they already take a whole separate vehicle the whole time? I assume they took a whole separate vehicle the whole time, but oh, good tactic. I'm glad we made it to court.
They're here.
I found out when my dog was barking, somebody got here and he was not happy with that.
Impeccable timing, buddy.
My name's Nicky Torres.
Where are you working right now?
I'm between jobs at the moment. 18 months ago, I got pinched for dealing.
What happened with that case?
It went away.
It went away.
Can you tell the jury why?
I told the cops I'd help them out sometimes.
Become a confidential informant. Mr. Torres, is that what you were doing on the night of New Year's Eve? Were you passing along the information to Officers Shanahan and Powell?
This is terrifying for him to say in front of all the cops. Whether you lie or not, they want you dead.
Remembering you're under oath.
No. I was home all night.
Forgive me, I'm confused here.
You know what's crazy? I thought he would either die before he got to court or he'd get to court and it would be fine. I didn't think he'd get to court and lie.
Put himself in harm's way, didn't he?
Isn't that true? Counsel, stand down.
If I was the cops, I'd still take him out so then he can never retract his story later. This guy's a fucking idiot.
Withdraw the witness, Your Honor.
I'm so frustrated.
Mr. Torres,
but we're supposed
you are
to be.
dismissed.
The mayor's 30 minutes late. He won't be joining us. We don't take orders from you, son.
This is what you owe Victor.
1.8.
I like the sound of that.
Are you out of your mind?
Million? I mean, probably.
How about I pay $0 to Victor, and you go tell Fisk if he's got something to say to me, he can come tell me himself.
You think Fisk is gonna come down to the docks and see your dumb tracksuit asshole?
I work for the man.
Maybe the cops got to him, or they threatened his kid.
Or he was never on our side in the first place.
So what do we have without Nikki?
Nothing.
Yeah, that could be it. Is he never intended to actually tell the truth in court?
Maybe there's a paper trail. We get that, we can recall him as a hostile witness.
I looked. There's nothing.
He's innocent. We put him on the stand. He tells his side of the story, the truth.
That's all we have. And it sucks.
And we hope the jury see him the way we do.
This is not easy, and I like that it's not easy, but it's also hurting my feelings that it's not easy. It's like I hate that it's giving me what I want.
What you're trying to do, it's not going to work.
I sent Buck to Luca to tell him to pay Victor 1.8 restitution for the hijacking.
Okay. I figured when he said I'm working for the man, he meant her.
Let's not fall into a place where I don't trust you.
Is that a threat?
I don't like watching everything fall apart.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken.
You're punishing me for Adam.
I'm not punishing you for anything.
You're leaving me out in the cold.
This is the conversations you should be having with her in the room, I guess.
Where were we?
They've set enough already.
How often would you say you're at the 168th Street subway station?
Oh, a few times a week.
Were you there on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I bought some flowers at...
Where were you going, Mr. Ayala?
My wife and I, we live with my sister and my niece. We've always dreamt of having our own place, and I had finally saved up the money. I put a deposit down on a studio in the South Bronx. It's not much.
Stop.
But it's ours. I was going there to put the flowers there for the next day.
Because you wanted to surprise your wife. You're heading into the station. What happens next?
I heard yelling. Sounded like someone was in trouble, so I ran down.
What did you see?
A man getting beat up.
Did you know they were police officers?
No.
They said it was none of your concern. That's it. What they used to identify until the guy died. Then he pulled out his badge.
All of a sudden, one of them slipped and fell into the tracks. I was just trying to help.
You decided to risk your own safety to help a stranger. Wasn't the first time, was it?
Oh my gosh.
I don't understand.
Well, I'm just saying that you've put yourself in harm's way before.
Oh
Many
gosh.
times. The question is,
I don't.
why? You intervened that night because you're a hero.
Matt, don't do this.
I don't know how this is gonna play out.
Yes or no? Are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Objection! Objection, Your Honor!
Yes or no? Mr. Ayala!
I don't know if this was the best play because then it does show a pattern of his heroics of saving people, and that's why he stepped in. But also, vigilantes are illegal, so it's not that. It's. This was a bold choice. Oh, and his wife now knows. I mean, everyone now knows.
I can strike this from the record, but that is pointless.
Yeah, because everyone already heard, and they won't forget
I can
that.
declare a mistrial, but it's out already,
Yep.
so I'd say that ship is
Everyone in the
sailed.
city's gonna know now.
You blew open this door, Mr. Murdock, which means...
Yeah, it's open season on my client.
I sit atop a pyramid of over 500 ADAs.
That must not feel good in your butt.
You're not going to be able to stumble into traffic court without one of them up your ass.
You're the one that has a pyramid up your butt.
I don't think that Mr. Ayala is gonna get a fair trial. You know why? He's Puerto Rican. He's gonna single him out, give him a fair trial, which I don't think he's gonna get it.
If Matt has anything to do with it, he'll get him the fairest trial he can.
You should have asked me first.
I know, but there wasn't time. I know.
You know, Hector, if you are acquitted, your White Tiger days are over.
I don't think you understand.
He does.
It's who I am. Might as well ask me to stop breathing.
Matt, you feel it calling you back too.
I think you might be surprised at how much you don't miss being him.
We had just dropped our son off at a game, and this SUV, it runs a stop sign and it just plows right into us. I tried to open the door, but it was stuck.
White Tiger save you?
I thought for sure we were dead, until all of a sudden I see someone running toward us. It was White Tiger.
This guy, he tries to grab me. I screamed. but then I saw he had a knife. If White Tiger hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened.
This is a police report filed by Officer Lucas Barlow. At 2:38 a.m., I responded to an attempted burglary call. The suspect was hiding in an alley, and before I could draw my weapon, he attacked me. We fought. White Tiger appeared.
Even saved the police.
Then helped me subdue and arrest the suspect.
Officer Reyes, Officer Wong, Officer Morales, Officer Grant.
This is a very good case.
I think many of the people in this room would consider White Tiger to be an ally.
Well, good though. Some of the cops are shaking their heads, they're on his side.
Why would you risk your life by running toward a burning car to save strangers?
It's the right thing to do.
This is making me like so teared up.
And when you saw Officer Barlow was in trouble, you ran in when others would have run out.
It's the right thing to do.
Hector Ayala goes out and risks his life to keep his neighborhood safe, to protect his community. Does this sound like the type of man who'd murder a police officer in cold blood?
Who are you gonna believe?
If you were an adult, who would you believe, huh? Who would you believe? Who would you believe? Who would you believe?
Is a man of integrity. The community says so. The police say so.
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
This is so fucking good.
You know, every morning I get up, I kiss my wife, I call my kids.
Now he's gonna make me mad.
To serve the people of this great city. Does that make me a good person? That was a trick question. Frankly, it's a false premise. Good people can do bad things.
What you said had nothing really to do with what he said. He's just saving people in danger. You're just telling us your daily errands.
Messy, complicated, capable of good, capable of evil.
But I do agree, just because you do good things doesn't mean you might not do bad things to somebody else.
Does that make him incapable of doing a bad thing?
No.
Of course not.
I wonder if he truly believes his client is innocent. If he believes the police officers.
When you have 200,000 pounds of steel slam into you, all your bones break, all of your organs are eviscerated, your body twists up like a circus balloon full of blood. But here's the kicker.
You're still alive. You don't actually die until they back the train up, and then your body, it just bursts.
You know, I'm gonna go on a limb and say you're a fucking liar, but I'm not a doctor.
And Hector Ayala pushed him in front of that train. But we're supposed to be okay with that, right? Because he's done some nice things for people.
Watch this show and other shows and movies with me? You can do that. Full length on my Patreon and YouTube memberships. Want to pick what I watch? You can do that. Shows and movies on my Patreon. Want these cute little bat icons? You can have them.
These men and women you see sitting here, they're officers of the law. And they do all that without a mask. If Hector's sole intent was to do good for his community, why is he hiding?
Well, this is bullshit, because you've had other heroes in your town before, so it's not, like, crazy unheard of. This is a stupid argument. And I feel like without knowing what happened, listening to both lawyers' arguments, I think I would still side with Hector being innocent. Just what Daredevil said had more substance to Hector's personality. And the other lawyer kind of did more generalizations. And it just doesn't make sense, a person that has helped the police so many times to now just yeet one of you in the train. But it does sound reasonable that, yeah, maybe the guy did trip and it was an accident and he fell in front of the train. I just see that reasonable doubt. I'm not sending a man to jail for this.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. On the count of murder in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
This matter is concluded.
I'm really surprised.
We're grateful that justice was served, everyone.
There's no further comment at this stage. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Well, still can't Hector be
Daniel.
in trouble for just being... Oh, wait.
Your friend, the journalist, BB. Tell her I want to see her again.
Hector can't be in trouble for being White Tiger because he hasn't been White Tiger since Fisk came out and said it's illegal to be vigilantes. Okay. I had to say it out loud to work it out in my head. I guess I didn't work it out in my head, I worked it out loud.
The Ayala verdict is an absolute miscarriage of justice.
He didn't do anything, though.
Court and a jury found him not guilty.
Courts fail, juries get it wrong. I should know.
That's not untrue. Because you were innocent?
A masked vigilante, a murderer, is allowed to roam the streets.
What is their mayor? Not mass vigilante, but a murderer. Now if he goes back out as White Tiger, though, he can actually be in trouble.
A man who wears a mask to cover his face is a coward.
Unless it's the other side. Then, you know, they're just doing it for safety. It's fine. It's always, you're bad if you do this, but we're allowed to do it.
I ran on a promise. And the acquittal of Hector Ayala demands that I keep it. The rule of law must prevail.
What the... That wasn't the actual Punisher. That was someone using his symbol in a wrong way. This episode went out with a bang. Oh my gosh. That was really good. I want to cry about it. I want to celebrate because we won. I want to cry because he got shot in the fucking head. This was crazy. I don't think Fisk did actually pass the law yet that says you can't be a vigilante. He said that's what he ran on. So he will be passing that law, I guess, soon. I can't believe we just saw that. Thank you for watching this with me.